Ryan Day has announced that Kyle McCord will be the starting quarterback for the Buckeyes on September 2nd at Indiana. And while that piece of news alone might lead one to believe that the Buckeyes have their quarterback situation all figured out going forward, that isn't necessarily the case, as Ryan Day also revealed that Devin Brown will be playing in this game. He didn't say something like, well, if we're up big in the fourth quarter, maybe we'll throw him in there and see what we have in him. No, he said for sure that both quarterbacks will play in this game. And I'm going to be very interested to see when Devin Brown gets subbed in. As you know, if Kyle McCord plays for just the first drive, and then Devin Brown subs in, that seems to indicate that Devin Brown and this quarterback battle is a lot closer than maybe even we anticipated. But if Devin Brown just gets in the game at like the second half, then that does indicate that Kyle McCord is actually further ahead in the quarterback battle. But if Kyle McCord really is that far ahead of Devin Brown, why not just say that Kyle McCord will be the starter, and we're not even worried about what Devin Brown brings to the table at this moment? Why not just have him be the starter moving forward? So Devin Brown, him being in the game, does kind of create a glass half full or glass half empty approach in the quarterback situation. The glass half full side says that, look, Ryan Day just can't make a solid decision because both of them have just been so good and so impressive this offseason that in order to pick one or the other would be a disservice to the other one. And having two great quarterbacks would be a really good problem to have. And so they just have to settle it on the field in their live game reps. And that is certainly what I'm hoping is the case. You know, you don't want to, obviously, like I just said, having two good quarterbacks is a really good problem to have. But there is also the half-empty scenario where neither quarterback has impressed enough to separate themselves from one another. And, you know, despite the time and resources they put into Kyle McCord, where Kyle McCord being the backup to C.J. Stroud last year, he's been in the system with this offense longer than anyone else in the quarterback room has. If he's not able to, you know, step into that quarterback one role immediately out of the gate or during this whole offseason, then that does kind of seem to say that maybe Kyle McCord hasn't been great as of yet. Maybe that changes against Indiana, where he just shows out, and that chemistry he has with Marvin Harrison Jr. gives him an advantage. But right now, at this point, if you're looking at this pessimistically, then perhaps it isn't as confident. And just in general, two quarterback systems hardly ever tend to work out long term. The last time we saw this with Ohio State was the year they tried to have Cardale Jones and JT Barrett do their thing, where they were on the field at different times and they were constantly, you know, subbing in and out for each other. It was just kind of a weird mishmash that didn't really work out until JT Barrett was awarded the starting job when he was awarded it, and it continued to start, and that was just their quarterback moving forward. And just one of the inherent issues is that whichever quarterback is playing at the time might not feel confident enough to take chances that an elite quarterback needs to take in order to, you know, reach their full potential, because they know that another guy is waiting to take their place if they make a huge mistake. So when Kyle McCord goes out there for his first drive, there will be a question of if he's going to be playing a bit too cautiously, where he knows a chance can be taken that maybe has a high reward, but he doesn't want to take the risk, because if he messes up in his first drive, then maybe Devin Brown just takes the next drive and his starting job. Devin Brown as well, when he comes in, is he going to play how he naturally plays, or is he going to be calculating risk reward factors when talking about, you know, not wanting to slip further down the mountain of his spot on the quarterback battle? Look, there are instances where a two quarterback system has worked, but they are definitely few and far between. For every Tebow and Leak that works out, there are 10, you know, Cardale Jones, JT Barrett sort of disasters. So I'm interested to know how you guys feel about the quarterback battle down in the comments below. You can let me know. Personally, I'm just a little bit more on the pessimistic side, because again, I've seen this with Cardale Jones and JT Barrett and how that situation played out, and just two quarterback systems in general not really working out. But again, maybe one of these two quarterbacks established a starting role in the Indiana game, and we just kind of not worry about it after that. Because if it is Notre Dame week and we're still having these conversations of, well, we're going to have both quarterbacks out there, we're going to put them in situations that play up to their strengths, then I'm definitely going to be pretty nervous heading into that game if the starting quarterback still hasn't been established by the time we hit the Notre Dame game. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did make it to the end of this one, again, you can let me know how you feel about this quarterback situation for Ohio State down in the comments below. Leave a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you would like to see more like it, and I will see you at the next one.